Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I want to talk about my super stalker. Yes, that's a real thing. And I want to use this as an opportunity to discuss personal body goals. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, I'd love to work with you. Check out the link down below. All right, so I've been doing YouTube, I don't know, for like 13 years now. And I will say, just to preface this, that if you get a video made about you as a super stalker, you become legendary, and not in a good way. Yes, I do have a super stalker. It's not something I typically care to bring out into the world of YouTube or my social media. I don't care to glorify this person in any way or give them any attention. I'm not going to name their names, but I want to use this as an opportunity to maybe encourage you guys to seek your own body goals and to maybe give you guys a bit of a look behind the curtain of what it's like to do YouTube fitness. And maybe this will help you in a way focus on your own path and help you to gain confidence and momentum when it comes to your personal path. Now, let me just backtrack for those of you guys that really haven't watched my channel, don't know my complete story. It's been quite a long time since I shared my complete story. I basically got into fitness around 2007, started a website called Muscle and Brawn. I no longer own it, so please don't check it out. It's a trash website. But I got into writing content, articles for Muscle and Strength, was their content director, their editorial director, whatever. And then I moved on to Tiger Fitness, started doing YouTube along the way, and here I am. I never set out to be an influencer. I was just a guy that liked lifting. And, I had my personal challenges. I always shared them on this channel. I was very obese. I was a binge eater. I was 346 pounds. Despite my love for health and fitness, I nearly ate myself to death, literally. I was very depressed. I was in a marriage that wasn't good for me. I've been very open about what I've gone through in my life. I've never been perfect, never pretend to have been perfect, etc. But despite that, setting that aside, I've accomplished a lot of things that I'm very proud of in my life. During my time in powerlifting, I became very, very strong, much stronger than I ever thought I would be. At the time, I was pretty close to, at my peak, I was pretty close to about a 1,900 pound total raw. And at that time, maybe only about 100 powerlifters in the history of the sport had hit a 2,000 pound total. So I was doing pretty good. I think I accomplished all I needed to accomplish in powerlifting. I was good enough. I'm happy with my results. I'm happy with where I got. And I made a dramatic body transformation. I went from 346 to 246. I spent 2 whole years eating nothing but basically animal and plant-based foods. And I didn't set out to make an amazing body transformation. I did so. I took steps forward just to take care of myself, just to save my health and to break myself free of binge eating. And I'm going to get into this stalker in just a second, but along the way, I improved my eating habits. I no longer have binge eating tendencies. I conquered binge eating as much as one can, and I'm very proud of that. So that's an accomplishment I'm very proud of. I also did some things at age 50. I picked up ultra running, and I ran, I think, at least 8 to 10 trail marathons, at least 3 to 4 50Ks, and for my 52nd birthday, I ran 100K. I was no 100-miler. I was no the best in the world at ultra running, but I accomplished quite a lot of things. And along the way, one of the things I'm most proud of is that I ran an entire year for Aiden, who was a local paralyzed boy. I ran an entire year, me and my wife did, to raise money for Aiden. We ran 2 hours a day, 5 days a week for an entire year, unwavering, to raise money. And we were able to help Aiden get one of the vans, one of the assistance vans, so we could get in and out of the van. We're very proud that we were able to serve him and our community in this manner. I've also dedicated my life to this. This is my life's work. I've made close to 3,000 videos, over 1,000 articles. I've answered, during my time in this industry, I've answered every question, okay? Every question I can. I'm not trying to sell people crap. I've been accessible to you guys. I've helped in the capacity I can. I run a very successful training business. In fact, in 2023, I was voted as the top online trainer and top coach of the year by the world's largest training app, Trainerize. This isn't something I set out to do. It's just something that was given to me through my hard work, and I'm very proud of that accomplishment. So looking back at my career as a near 57-year-old man, I was pretty darn strong. I made a dramatic body transformation. I was trainer of the year out of 400,000 individuals. I accomplished a lot of wonderful things in ultra running. I did a lot of amazing community service, but all of these things aside, there are many things I've never accomplished according to perfect standards in the fitness industry. I've never looked like a perfect influencer. I've never been ultra ripped and sustained that forever like some of these guys do, like Athlete X and Greg Doucette. No dig on those, but that's just not my world. That's just not something I've accomplished. That's not something I will ever accomplish, and I'm just being real here. I could say, hey, it's not one of my goals, but who wouldn't like to be at that state? But it's likely nothing I will ever accomplish, likely nothing I'll ever feel motivated to accomplish. And here's where I'm going to get into my super stalker story. And I hope this will help motivate you guys just to be your best self and not set arbitrary standards and not to feel this pressure and depression when it comes to the voices of other people. For the last 2.5 to 3 years or so, I'm guesstimating, I have had literally what you would call a super stalker. This individual, to my best ability to research, is a 50+ year old man that I think he may have been or is a firefighter in some southern state. And we won't get into his name or where he lives, but he has a history as being a trainer. He is ripped and currently ripped, and he doesn't hesitate to let me know. He likes to let me know his current physique state. He relentlessly makes new accounts on Instagram, relentlessly makes new email accounts, relentlessly makes new YouTube accounts. This is a 50-year-old man, a semi-professional, if you will, in his career. But he relentlessly makes accounts, for a while, even made YouTube videos about me, about how I was a piece of shit because I failed some of my goals and because I don't or can't take my shirt off in public. So these are his 2 points of contention, and let's focus on this for a little bit. Number one, that I failed some of my goals. And I will say politely to him, no shit. Anybody that's been successful fails some of their goals. Yes, I failed some of my goals. I've had many things happen during my life, and I'm never going to make excuses. But I set many, many goals that I fail, and I've also, looking at the information I just covered, I've set many goals that I have succeeded with. So I'm very happy in my successes. And like any of us, when we look back at our failures, we wish we could have done better. But I'm not going to sit here and deny that I failed some of my own personal challenges and personal goals, and I'm okay with that. And I want you guys to be okay with that as well. To his second point, my super stalker that relentlessly likes to tell me I can't take my shirt off in public. Yes, I can't and I don't want to, and I'm okay with that. That's your standard, right, for perfection. You're creating some standard based on what you look like, what you think I should look like to be able to teach. This individual went so far as to call me someone that's trying very hard to be an influencer. I will tell you, I've dedicated my life to helping people for free. I give out my workouts for free. I have no interest in being an influencer. This is my life's work. I'm not a part-time coach like you are. And I understand that you don't need to be a full-time coach to be a judge, but the bottom line is you don't get an opinion on how I want to look. I don't want to look like you, and that's okay. I want to look like me, and I want to have the goals I have. And the bigger picture here is what I want to encourage you guys, how I want to motivate you guys. When you go on this box, called YouTube, or you go on Instagram, there's a lot of pressure to look like certain things, or to eat with someone's ideal of what healthy eating is, or to have certain strength standards. And we can take on a lot of pressure, how we should look, how we should lift, how we should train, how we should eat. But it can create a lot of depression and stress and turn a very positive process, the process of improving our health and improving our fitness. And it can place just an incredible amount of burden on our backs, that all of a sudden we have all these extra goals and all these extra things we must or should achieve, when in reality, we're just trying to take a step forward every day and better ourselves every day. Now, I've never been the world's best expert at fitness and lifting, nutrition, or even life. To say I really sometimes wander through life trying to still figure out what the fuck I'm doing is an understatement. I've never been the world's greatest expert, and I always try to stay in my lane. But the one thing I have done, and the one thing that has always led to my success, is trying to be relentless, trying to continue to take a step forward every single day on my health journey, every single day on my nutrition journey. I'm gonna make mistakes. You are gonna make mistakes. What is important to me and to you is that we continue to move forward when we make mistakes, not that we made mistakes. One thing I've learned is that when I continue to move forward, I accomplish amazing things. I never set out to have an 1,800 to 1,900 pound raw total. I never set out to have an amazing body transformation. I never set out with the goal to be trainer of the year. And I never set out with the goal to run just years and years and years of 10 to 12 hours a day. I never set out to have any of these goals. The only thing I did was follow my passion and take a step forward every single day to be better than what I was yesterday. To test myself, to push myself, to see what I can be, because to me, this is truly living. So to this super stalker that loves to be relentless and try to pick on me, the one thing you fail to understand is I am fully living. This is how I like to live. I am living according to my goals. I'm living according to my plan. I love getting up to see what I can accomplish. And along the way, I've failed many things. And I just want to encourage you guys to set aside all these arbitrary goals, to set aside all these arbitrary standards, these strength standards and physique standards, and to get up and to be your best self and to live. Do what you want to do, exercise how you want to exercise, eat how you want to eat, as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're trying to be better than what you were yesterday. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.